How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of Person of Interest. It's episode number 5 of season 3. It's been a really, great first part so far of this season. It's just been really enjoyable, so I guess no surprise there because this show has been an absolute blast, and the first 2 seasons were really superb stuff. So like I said, no, I guess real surprise about the prospect that season 3 is delivering so far, especially with that very complex episode last time around, especially with the fact that Reese let those two have at it in terms of, okay, you know what? If one of you shoots the other, or if you both shoot each other, then yeah, that's fair enough because I'm not being involved in this kerfuffle. So yeah, especially in regards to the charity, the husband threw the wife under the, like I said, under the boat. It's usually under the bus, but I guess it's not really applicable in this scenario. So yeah, but it was really interesting stuff. So why don't we get into episode number 5 of season 3 of Person of Interest? Let's go.
You just saved my life. How can I ever possibly?
All done here, Finch.
Not to be a
She's not
stickler
here
about
for
etiquette,
it.
Miss Shaw, but I believe that Mr. Mathers was in the midst of thanking you.
You paid me to save him, not listen to him talk.
And
She's
while
not
your
here for
combat
it.
skills are impressive,
I'll pass.
She's not a fan of tea, which I can respect. I feel so bad for him. I hope that's not chocolate.
John, one of these days, I'm just gonna shoot you.
I get that a lot.
You know what? One of these days it is gonna happen. It's not just, a cautionary.
Bust. Cal might still be alive. I'm playing by different rules now.
I'm just
No deals.
worried about where this is gonna go for
And I
Carter.
won't make a move until I can bring down the boss. They're running some joint operation with the Russians. If I can just get eyes on that meeting, I might finally ID the head of HR.
Well, funny you say that, you might have met him.
But whatever this woman's into, I got a feeling it's gonna get messy.
Can I help you?
Oh,
You're Jenrika?
Always sneaking around.
right, so you can get more shit.
pictures. Crazy little girl thinks she's a spy.
I'm just practicing for my career.
Career doing what?
International espionage.
Holy shit!
And a touch more solicitous when asking her if she needed help.
What I asked.
You're really on her today.
If you ask me, the kid can take care of her.
Oh,
Is everything
close. Close.
I'm not gonna believe
How
this.
did she just...
Shaw just got made by a 10-year-old.
What kind of a weirdo kid uses counter-surveillance tactics?
Scared to death by Miss Shaw. Perhaps it would be best if we kept her at arm's length from Miss Zhirova.
Fine with me, I hate kids.
Ah!
Miss Shaw?
What, Finch? You think I didn't bug your office?
Oh, that was great. You bunch of pathetic dickheads.
Whoever this girl
Smooth.
is, Finch, she has a very grown-up problem.
Is my dad okay?
What's your name, sweetheart?
Samin.
Okay, Samin,
Oh,
hang
we're
on,
really
kiddo.
peering into Shaw's
I'm coming to you,
backstory.
Are these
no,
corners?
please stay put, Miss Shaw. Mr. Reese will come to you.
Your job is
Uh-oh.
to protect Miss Zhirova at all
But
costs.
she's not going to take that. But then again,
Yes, sir.
Jen...
I thought you might be a robot.
Hello? What the hell? This kid.
No hitting illegally. You do know that every gun in New York has to have a ballistics test on file, right?
I knew that. You're not smooth.
Go.
Who's John? Is he your friend? Is he your boyfriend?
Oh my god!
He's a co-worker.
Coworker. So this is your... Why would a small agency care what happens to me?
We're not any agency. We're just a I don't even know what we are. To be honest, I'm only in it for the dog.
You guys have a dog?
Oh, she's in it for the dog. Oh. I don't know why, but my heart kind of bled about that.
This way.
Use events. Always events.
It's okay. I'm in here all the time.
Oh, shh. Tight fit.
Lots of them. I bugged anyone who looks suspicious.
Did it ever occur to you that that might have been a really bad idea?
I was just trying to get the drug dealers out of my building.
Oh my god, this kid.
Did you give the tapes to anyone?
Not yet. New York's just like Russia. You can't trust the cops. I was waiting till I had something on the dealers that was too big to ignore.
I mean, she's not wrong there with HR.
You know that thing that made you flinch?
Doesn't feel it.
I don't get that.
You don't get scared?
Or sad.
I think she did talk about her emotions before, lack of. I mean, you had a clear shot. God's sake.
Maybe clean out your trunk next time, dumbass.
I love her. Oh, jeez.
I've
What?
recovered Jen's tapes right where she said they were.
Holy
Girl
shit!
after my own heart.
I know this went sideways, Finch. But you can't bench me for every mistake.
I'm not punishing you for an error. I'm protecting you because you're hurt.
I mean,
You've done
she's
enough,
fucked
Miss
up,
Shaw.
but she's
We'll
gonna
take it from here.
push through, because no pain, no gain, right? Love it. Love it. Boom! Gross! Gross!
Read the labels, Harold.
But they find the wire, then they find recorders, then they find me.
You told them about Jen.
No, they knew already. They gave me this. That
You could have done more to protect her instead of being a
not to
piece of
report it
shit.
if she went missing.
I mean, he's an ass, but wow, sure.
My guy.
Bang my guy.
Yeah. They just don't know when to quit. The smile. Hi. Boof.
You mean he's dead?
She knows.
I'm so sorry, Samin. If there was anything I could have done.
Oh.
I'm hungry. Can I have a sandwich?
He doesn't even know how to process this because that makes sense though. I mean, obvious and it's no one's fault, obviously, but it makes sense that he's going to be a bit shook up about this because he's trying to handle it delicately, and yeah, and the fact that she just didn't bat an eye can be very, very confuddling, really, for a lot of people. But I mean, Shaw wasn't lying when she said about. I mean, there's no need to lie. She's very honest and blunt, and yeah, but she's very honest about the way that her, I guess, lack of emotions work. Really.
Say what the product is?
No, but one of your pictures may turn out to be worth 1,000 words. The tanker that
Yes!
has a chemical formula on the side. KMNO4.
Good on
Potassium
Carter.
permanganate.
It's highly unstable. This
Oh,
could
oh,
sit
that is cold.
Drop it and it'll blow blow your knees off.
Yo, that is cold!
Steady if I were you.
The pipe burst. I got hosed with whatever did this to me. After that, they moved someplace bigger. Please. That's all I know.
And I believe you.
You just gonna leave him like that?
Are we really gonna leave him like that?
Yeah.
Relax. It's just corn syrup.
Wow, what a fucking dick!
You're positive universal recipient.
Giving yourself a little bit of a buff. And before he just lied about all that shit, Jesus.
Shaw, is that you?
Hang on, kiddo. I'm coming for you.
Okay. Let's talk terms.
Let's piss off.
Eyes on her. The pal in the suit knows about the meat. You're walking into an ambush.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
You guys are with me.
If Simmons dies in this episode, then that will just be grand.
Acknowledge one. Acknowledge two.
Acknowledge this!
Where is everybody?
officer.
Shoot him.
It's about time you and I had a little talk.
Put his lights out, John. Please, 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 please. He's gonna absolutely wipe the floor with you. Fuck him up.
He was involved in the joint operation, so it seemed reasonable to assume that his GPS signal might lead us to the lab.
Ah! So good.
Just tell me which way to go.
And I love this trust with Finch and Shaw.
Hundreds of us, you know. Do you really think you can win?
You've been a real pain in the arse.
One soldier at a time.
Fuck's sake. Nah, it would have been just great. It's gonna be glorious the day this prick meets his end.
Hey, Finch. How much you know about chemistry?
Enough.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Woo! Smooth! That delivery enough was just peak.
Riding around all day with an arrogant bitch who doesn't know her place.
Oh, fuck you! Die!
They spent
Die!
your life.
Die!
But you keep pushing. And now your pal in the suit is gonna pay the price.
Trust me, he is not the one you should be worried about. Everyone else. But this is how you want to play it, little man. Guess I'll have to take you down right now. Both can go easy, or it can be hard.
Should have killed you, you stupid.
Try it!
Put the gun down.
Figure this out, you just killed him.
No, you did. Registered to you in the state of New Jersey. All I gotta do is submit it for ballistics. But I'm not gonna do that. Not yet.
Oh!
You don't work for HR anymore, son. You work for me now.
She's a badass. Oh, the chills.
I figured you out. It's not that you don't have feelings.
No.
It's just like the volume's turned way down.
I love
The sound of an
that.
old tape.
Oh my god.
The voices are there. You just have to listen. Bye. You're hurting me.
Did you miss me?
Oh!
We're gonna have so much fun together.
Bet. B-E-T. Look. We don't condone the kidnapping and all that shit, but, you know, the ship is there, right? The ship. Look. Oh, man. So, yeah, it's good. It go be interesting. Oh man, that's it though. There was of course room for concern with her escaping. And yeah, she's got unfinished business with Shaw. So, oof. I love the focus on Shaw in that episode though, so much. That was solid. That was probably my favorite episode so far this season. Made no secret about my love for Shaw, and the inclusion of her, especially as a main character, is just great thinking, because I've really, really loved the way that she has vibed in this show so far. Giving a bit of backstory into her, or lack of, well, it's like what Jen said. It's not that she doesn't care, but of course she's not going to show so much emotion. So yeah. But she's mentioned it before in regards to the fact that she doesn't process those emotions that you'd expect. Like even that paramedic that was absolutely shook about the fact that she was not processing her dad's death. Yeah, and it can be very, very I don't want to say daunting, but it does feel a bit perplexing, doesn't it? For like if you're like trying to break the news to this kid that your dad died in that accident, and she's just wanting a sandwich. So yeah, as I mentioned, that episode was probably my favorite this season so far. Granted, it's only episode 5 of this season, but you know, this was just absolutely impeccable stuff with us veering into, well, not just Shaw and her opening up just a little bit as well for the kid. I think there is that idea that she sees a bit of herself in this kid, but it's just Jen in general. Get it? Hey. No, but it's the fact that she was very, very efficient. Of course, with the fact that she did get kidnapped, yeah, she was a tad bit naive, wasn't she? But it was really, really incredible to just see how efficient and how everything like she did was just, yeah, it was just insane. So yeah, but yeah, it was just really, really neat to have a bit of a like push forward, I guess, in the whole HR debacle. So yeah, and again, like with the revelation of Lasky in terms of him being under HR's ruling, it was really, really great that they didn't drag it out too long in terms of Carter not pretending to not know, should I say. So yeah, and yeah, I just really loved that confrontation. I do worry about where things are going to go with Carter, with how involved. Even Reese said, I mean, half the like you could take down half of them with the stuff you've got and all of that, but that's not going to be enough. As she mentioned, Donnelly was there, and yeah, it's not going to be enough until we do cut off the Hydra's head, really, or the Hydra has many heads, but all of the heads need to be removed. Yeah, so it's no good trying to knife the legs and the stomach, etc., if the head isn't cut off. So terrible, but that's it. She needs to get at the head, and she needs to bring it all crashing down. She can't just leave it as a half job. And this is personal. And the problem is, as well, even if there's any kind of hope for her to turn away, she's in too deep. So, which is funny, like saying in too deep with HR, Carter, but in regards to being opposed to them, rather than a situation like Fusco, for example, where they just kept bringing him involved in terms of doing their dirty work. He, even if he was uncomfortable, was Fusco, there was just no escape. It's kind of similar here. So, especially with the fact that, like, she delivered that baller line to Lasky, "You work for me. You work for me now, son." So, Carter was just a badass. Like, especially in that final bit, it was just absolutely incredible. So yeah. But yeah, it was just really, really great stuff that she was also. Yeah, it was also great that she just had an inkling from the very start. So, as well as the fact that she just bullshitted him all this, like feeding that false information just to really, really play like everything about Carter in this episode in terms of how she played Lasky particularly, but she knew the bar owner as well, and she got to him as well. Everything was just really, even the gun, like everything just worked swimmingly. So yeah. So it was just really, really great stuff when it came to Carter in this episode, dealing with Lasky in particular. But like with him buying that gun, that was his big mistake, because you could just put the blame on him. So oh man. But it was just really, really great stuff. Like that final scene and the way that she was just the way that she was just so many steps ahead of Lasky. I was just waiting for Carter to have something up her sleeve all of this time, because I mean, this is Carter at the end of the day. She has to be sharp about this, and it was just really, really great. So yeah, but again, it was great that they didn't let it draw out, because we know. And we need Carter to have that confrontation about, look, I know you're in bed with them, and I'm not playing. So you either, so you're gonna work for me now, and I'm not. It's kind of similar, isn't it, in a sense to like, it's a nice rebuttal, I would say, in regards to how in deep you're getting in with HR and how you're working under their thumb, and it's a nice little rebuttal. So, especially if it's not something you want to do, isn't it? Like being under her thumb. So, it kind of brings out a bit of ruthlessness for Carter. I'm not gonna lie, and I like it. So, love it. But yeah, it was really, really great stuff as well, with John fighting Simmons. Just want him dead. I just want him dead. But it was very cathartic as well. So yeah, of course the police had to show up and ruin the fun, but I guess they had to before Reese got ahead of himself and ended the bastard. Like, he's a cockroach, is Simmons. Survives anything. So. But I really, really liked this episode and the exploration with Shaw. Even a bits of badassery in terms of like the duct tape as well, like and how she shrugged off the like we've seen Finch and Shaw come at odds through little pieces in these past episodes of Person of Interest, and this one was a big one in particular of the focus on Shaw in this episode. So, but yeah, it was really, really nice and heartbreaking to peer into her flashbacks as well, and how you had that. I think he I think he was a firefighter. Actually, I said paramedic, but he was there to. He was there at the scene of the incident when the car was on fire. But that it was very heartbreaking because, like I said, I mean, we know that Shaw has this disorder that makes her unable to express certain feelings, etc. And yeah, it's it's kind of unsettling. Not anything against Shaw, but it is going to be unsettling for that firefighter to just not to see her not react and all of that, and just prioritize on the sandwich. But that's yeah. But I did like that bit where Jen did say about the fact that your emotion, it's like your volume being turned down. I really really loved that. Because I mean, I can definitely see, even though that this is part of her disorder, I can see a little bit like that hug at the end of the day and how protective over the course of this episode she was about that kid. I could just see little glimmers of admiration, or emotion, should I say? That, like, even Bear. I mean, to be fair, we all love dogs, so yeah. But like, even how she's warmed up to Bear. So, but I'm betting she's bugged Bear. She's like, you've got this book. Have you not been able to find it? She's bugged Bear. I'm putting my money on it. But no, it's just the way that she was very protective about Jen as well, throughout the course of this episode. Like, even her guardian as well. When she did get kidnapped, and how he was involved, and how she just put him through, I think it was the table. I mean, yeah, she was absolutely pissed. But again, I feel like with Shaw and Jen, I felt like with how resourceful and how she wasn't, I guess, like most kids, etc., in the eyes of Shaw, I feel like Shaw saw a piece of herself in this kid, and she could relate in some semblance. I mean, she was pretty efficient and whatnot, but it was just really, really, great stuff to see Shaw just thrive in this, and really get a bit of a focus on her character as a whole, not just, of course, in present day, but in terms of the flashbacks. So yeah, and just to see how much this girl does mean a lot to Shaw. That hug's really solidified. I'm not gonna lie though, I was kind of hoping for a hug when all was said and done. So, but yeah, it was just very fascinating to go into her story. In particular, I've had a very, very great attachment to Shaw's character. I've made no secret about it in terms of past comments, but just to have an episode that's basically dedicated to her, and just going into this journey about herself, about the lack of emotion, bar anger, the way that she lost her father. Yeah, because I mean, they could have easily made it, but again, they did make the reference in last season when she showed up about why she doesn't, showcase certain emotion. They could have made it where the death of her father really, really triggered something, but it was already there, and yeah, it was really, really great stuff that they did focus on that, and they didn't do, like, I know it sounds very, very macabre, but I mean, this is a thing that's been stuck to her all of her life. She even said as far as she could remember. So, and if the death of your dad is one of the first memories to remember, it's heartbreaking. So, it is great that they didn't intertwine the lack of emotion. So, not that it's a bad thing if they did, but this is a thing that she's tackled with all of her life. So, and it really does. It's just very interesting to just see this little kid just be more like, just not have any, it does suck, but she's not going to express that. It's just very interesting, as well as, you know, seeing how this firefighter is going to be able to like process the fact that, well, this kid is not batting an eye. So yeah, but yeah, it was just really, really great. I, like I said, really loved this episode. Really loved the focus on HR, and just seeing how messed up things got for them. For Lasky, for like, even Simmons got his ass beat. Like, he has to take the L about that. So, yeah, it was just really, really, really fascinating. So, yeah, it was just really great to have this focus on Shaw, because I love her character so much, and this was just really, really great, especially not just in terms of focusing on her character as a whole, but also her connecting with Jen. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!